Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're going to dive into a pretty radical idea about self-improvement. It's this perspective that suggests the very journey to better ourselves, well, that might just be the one thing keeping us from feeling whole. Let's get into it.
All right, so first, let's talk about a feeling that I think we can all relate to. It's this sense that we're a constant work in progress, always striving to get somewhere else. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. So much of our lives are framed this way, aren't they? Like we're some kind of project that needs to be completed. We're always trying to become smarter or calmer or healthier or more awakened. It just feels like a journey that never, ever ends.
And this is kind of the default setting for most of us. We see life as this forward motion towards some future goal, some point where we'll finally arrive and be complete. We tell ourselves, oh, when I get that promotion, or when I finally master meditation, then I'll be at peace. But what if that somewhere doesn't actually exist in the future? Okay, so now let's get to the philosophical heart of all this. This is where we run into a really profound paradox that challenges this whole idea of a journey in the first place.
The core idea here comes from teachings like Advaita, or non-duality. And what it's basically saying is that reality isn't split into two. There isn't a me over here and a wholeness way over there. That separation we feel between who we are right now and who we want to be, it's an illusion. It's something the mind creates. And this chart breaks it down perfectly. You can see our experience split into these two opposing modes. On one side, you've got becoming. That's the hamster wheel we all know so well. The constant effort, the changing, the doing. And on the other side, there's being. The simple, profound recognition that you're already complete, you're already at the destination.
And this is the central contradiction, the big paradox. You cannot achieve a state of being that is already here. All the effort, all the striving, it just reinforces the illusion that you're separate from it. It's a fascinating catch-22, really.
Now, I know this can all sound a bit abstract, a little out there. So to make it more concrete, let's look at it through the eyes of a modern teacher, Helen Hamilton.
So Helen Hamilton is a teacher from the UK, and her work is incredibly direct about all this. She just flat out insists that we are already what we're looking for. Her book, which you see here in its Spanish edition, is called Dissolving the Ego, and it's basically a practical guide for making this shift in perspective. And look, this isn't just theory for her. She lived it. Even with a family and successful businesses, she felt this profound, deep emptiness inside that actually led to depression. But that breakdown, it became her breakthrough. After searching everywhere, trying all sorts of methods, she found these direct teachings, and it led to this fundamental shift. Her story makes it so clear that this isn't about adding something new to yourself, but about dissolving what's covering up the truth.
So this brings up a massive question, doesn't it? If this wholeness is our natural state, what's stopping us? Why aren't we all realizing it? Why are so many of us still stuck on that endless, exhausting journey?
Well, according to Helen, we're kind of held captive by a few really powerful stories. First, we tell ourselves it's only for a fortunate few, not for regular people like us. Then, we believe the path is just going to be impossibly difficult and cost us way too much. And finally, we feel like we don't even have a clear idea of what we're looking for in the first place. But here's the thing, they're just stories. They're limiting beliefs that hold us back. The whole proposal here is to create a new paradigm, a new way of thinking, where awakening isn't seen as this rare, difficult thing, but as something natural and completely possible for every single one of us. So this brings us to the final practical takeaway. If the journey itself is the problem, what does it actually mean to just be? What do you do instead? And this is so important. It's not about achieving some perfect, blissful state where you're floating on a cloud. It's about raw, honest authenticity. It means allowing yourself to be exactly as you are right now, honoring your body as it is, your mind as it is, your emotions as they are, without launching into that project of trying to fix or improve any of it. It is a simple question from Helen's teachings that it cuts right to the heart of everything. In the original Spanish, she asks, ¿Cuánto tiempo hace falta para ser lo que ya eres? Which translates to, how long does it take to be what you already are?
And of course, the answer is right there in the question itself. No time at all. It's not a process. It's just a recognition.
So we'll leave you with this final thought to really chew on. That journey of becoming is exhausting, isn't it? What might you discover if, just for a moment, you gave it up? What would happen if you stopped trying to get somewhere else and just allowed yourself to fully arrive, right here, where you already are?